He is finished. Never gonna make it.
Of course, I know life does not go exactly as we plan it. And one of the things we don't plan for is discouragement. Sometimes we get discouraged a lot. And most of the times we get discouraged when we talk to people. And these people, instead of uplifting your spirit, instead of encouraging you and giving you some words of wisdom and encouragement, they choose to dampen your spirit. So the next time when you talk to someone and after that talk you feel like you're getting discouraged, ask yourself the following questions. Question number one: how many times has this person encouraged you before? Is this person in a habit of always bringing you down, putting you down, dampening your spirit, telling you negativity and impossibility? If that is the trend from that person, ignore that person. Whatever they say is of no consequence and should be of no consequence to you as a person. And then number two, ask yourself, how close is this person to me? How close is he to me as a person? Is he those people who just show up to dampen your spirit? Or is he that friend who stays closer than a brother? Because the relationship you have with this person, the closeness, the consistency of your friendship should determine whether you should listen to this person or not. And the reason being, if that is a person who's very close to you, then he has your best interest at heart. You should listen to them. But if this is a person who just shows up simply because he heard you're trying to do something and then they come to dampen your spirit, ignore them completely. Number three question you should ask yourself: what kind of expertise, what kind of knowledge does the person have to be giving you advice? If this person has no expertise or no knowledge on the subject whatsoever, ignore them. Question number four: they may have knowledge, but what kind of experience do they have to speak with authority? If they are talking from guesswork, purely from guesswork, then feel free to ignore that person. Yes, you may have some knowledge, but it's very shallow knowledge. They are speaking from guesswork. They are speaking from half-truths, pseudoscience. You should never listen to those kind of people, and don't feel guilty to ignore those kind of advices from those kind of people. Now, question number five that you should be asking yourself is, question number five: does this person have a history? Does this person exhibit some trends of jealousy towards people, towards you? Because he could be trying to curtail your success simply because he's jealous, and he's trying to sabotage your success by giving you unsolicited wrong advice, or trying to dampen your spirit to stop you from moving forward. So question number six: ask yourself, the person who's discouraging you, the person who's dampening your spirit, the person who's advising you not to move forward, ask yourself, what kind of associations does he keep? Who does he associate with? Could he be in cahoots with some people? Or could he be an agent who is trying to sabotage your progress? Could he be working on behalf of someone at somebody's behest? If that is the case, feel free to ignore, feel free to rubbish whatever they say to you, because that person, of course, does not mean well to you. Another person who should not discourage you, except of course if they are discouraging you to do wrong things. But if someone comes and says, God told me to tell you, God told me, as a matter of principle, any person who comes to you and say, God has told me, you should thank them. Very politely say, thank you so much for being a messenger of God. But one thing I want you to understand is that God knows where you live. God knows your address. If God wants to speak to you direct, if you're willing to listen, God is going to speak to you. But as a matter of principle, ignore anybody who comes to you and say, God has told me A, B, C, D, E. Especially if that person is trying to discourage you from doing the right thing, or something which is supposed to improve your life, or something which is meant to make you better. Now, question number 8 and lastly, this person who is discouraging you, does this person or some of his associates or some of his close friends have anything to gain from discouraging you? Do they have anything to benefit from giving you a wrong advice or from stopping you from advancing? If the answer is yes, then of course feel free to ignore whatever these people are saying. So those are the 8 questions before you get discouraged, before you throw in the towel, before you become depressed, before you are overcome with anxiety and you completely fall apart. Ask yourself those questions And if the answer to those questions do not point that all these people are talking to actually have their best interest at heart, feel free to ignore them. Thank you so much for watching Winning Mind program. My name is JFK. See you again in the next video. Bye for now.